Hello, welcome back to SoCal Motorcycles. I'm Buck, and we have a cool bike of the week. This is a 2010 Honda Sabre 1300. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but it's basically a descendant of the Fury. They made a Fury that's a little bit cheaper, but it has, as you can tell, it has the raked out front end, relatively big rear tire, looks chopper-like. It's more of a very refined chopper. Has a 1300cc motor. It's a little bit bigger than 1300. It's 1312 cc's. It's a V-twin. It's water cooled. Has 3 valves per cylinder, which is kind of interesting. 2 intakes and 1 exhaust for each cylinder. Has a disc brake up front, disc brake in the rear, shaft drive. It only has a single disc up front. The radiators are cool to the water cooling. It has a really relaxed chopper type feel to it. I think it's a beautiful bike. It looks very long. Funny thing is, it's because it is very long. Very long wheelbase. Very short seat height. So anybody could ride it. It's a lot lighter than it appears, but it's still 660 pounds, which is a little hefty. And you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, that I always say the numbers don't match the performance, because this is a 5-speed, and the thing about it is very low horsepower numbers. Let me see if I can see what the horsepower numbers. It's well, I had this looked up and then I totally forgot it. It's in the 60s range of horsepower, but it has 70 foot-pounds of torque, and that tells the whole story right there. It's a torque machine. Sorry for me looking, as a 4.4 liter gas tank, 4.4 gallon gas tank, 659 pounds, like I said. But I'm looking for I had the horsepower numbers, but I lost them. I'll think of them when I'm going for the ride. I'll tell you exactly what the horsepower numbers are. But it's a very stable bike. It's a chopper that was designed by Honda, so it's very refined. And there weren't a lot of them. There were even less Furies, but they were very expensive. But the big ding on them was people didn't like that they were so refined. People who like to ride choppers, I guess, want problems. They want vibration, they want rattle and things. But I remember distinctly a review they had in a motorcycling magazine back in the day, and they rode a Harley chopper and this to Vegas from LA, and everybody liked the Harley better just because this was so refined. It made it a little bit boring, which I don't agree with. I've never found reliability and refinement boring, but I do tend to go for more character. But this bike has loads of character. So let's pick up the camera, and I'll show you some close-ups of some things. It's fuel injected, so you don't have to really worry about it sitting for a while. This one has aftermarket pipes. They sound very good. A lot of chrome. There's the intake, and it's fuel injected. There's the radiator, has forward controls. It's a really nice bike. The fit and finish is impeccable. And I don't know why there aren't a ton of these. This is a really, really nice bike. Let me start her up for you. It's gonna be a little loud, Daniel. This one only has 20,549 miles. Has a analog gauge with some idiot lights. One cool thing is, has a tack on it. No, you can leave him out here. Daniel. Seating for two. That's a good sound. Listen to this exhaust. I can feel the power pulses. But yeah. So what do you say we go for a ride? You want to come for a ride with me? Stay tuned. All right, I'm back. I finally remembered the numbers. It's 74 horsepower, 90 foot-pounds of torque. So when you're thinking of a 650-pound bike with 74 horsepower, you're thinking, oh, how can it be fast? But then you hear that 90 foot-pounds of torque, and you'll understand. It makes a bucket load of torque. So let's go for a quick spin. See how she does. Yeah, by no means is this a slow bike. I could already tell. I click it into gear, it wants to go. For that raked out fork, it's actually handling pretty well. Yeah, this is not a slow bike, guys. The torque is amazing. Let's go. Yeah, it's performing very well. It's got some power. Yeah, you're not going to be wanting for more power. This bike has a lot of power. Let's go, when this car leaves, we'll go and see. Yeah, you can feel the torque on this machine. It just pulls. But V-twins, they're known for their big torque. Very comfortable riding position. I usually don't like forward controls, but these are a little bit pulled in. So they're not bad. Could use more brakes though. That one disc isn't cutting it, for me anyway. Let's see it braking. Yeah. On most of the bikes I've been testing, this is one finger brakes. This is all four fingers. Just to haul it in. I don't know why they didn't double disc it. Probably for the look. It's not that they don't work. It's just I want more. More of that, please. Now, what I don't want more of is power. Yes, sir, that's good. The power is good. The torque is just amazing. But when you have this much weight and this much torque, you want some whoa to go with it. And this bike would definitely benefit from a second disc up front. But she's barely turning at 45 miles an hour, so the gears are really good. The gearing's good. There's no big jumps between the different gears. Yeah, it's got a lot to go. Whoa, not so much. I mean, I race motorcycles, so I really love brakes because we're either full on to power or full on to brakes. This one doesn't have, and it's not the bite or anything, it's just they're not strong enough. They're strong enough for most people. Just not my picky butt. My picky butt likes just strong brakes where you could feel like you could rip up the pavement with them. This bike does have the aftermarket pipe, high flow air box, and a tuner. So the tune is perfect. I would definitely love to get one of these. And by the way, this one's for sale. My customer wants to sell it just because he doesn't ride a lot. And he is smart enough to realize that why do I want a piece of art that I don't use? He put in a new battery. I checked it out, and the bike is really good. Mechanically, it's great. Feels like a brand new bike. All the fluids are good. Let's do another little trip around here. If you're looking for a cruiser that's very attractive and but reliable, you can't do any better. It's got Honda reliability, very few problems. Yeah, I'm having to squeeze pretty hard. I think I saw Daniel's friend over here. Hey, buddy.
Hey, that's you.
Yeah, I saw you guys walking.
I know. I didn't recognize you with the helmet on.
And on the bike.
Yeah.
Hey, Zuby.
He likes you.
Yeah, that's Daniel's best friend. Whenever we see them walking,
That's right.
we have to say hi.
Absolutely.
Hi, buddy. Beautiful dog. Have a great one.
You too. Thank you.
People don't recognize me in the helmet. But, yeah, it was nice seeing them. I haven't seen them. We used to see them every day for our walks, but they've been gone for a while. And I'll have to go get Daniel to go play with them. Oh, and by the way, this bike has an air horn. Very loud. I wasn't honking at you guys, I was testing the horn. So yeah, if you want a quality cruiser in the $4,000 to $5,000 range used, you could do a hell of a lot worse. This is a fine, fine machine, and don't let me sour your opinion on it because of the brakes. I'm too picky on brakes. But yeah, it's a heavy bike, but it wears its weight well. And it's just a really nice machine. So if you're interested in it, shoot me a message and I'll put you in contact with the seller. But I would do it quick because I don't think this bike's going to be around for long. It's too good. That's all right. That's me. It's Buck again from SoCal Motorcycle Services right here. And hey, Daniel, come here. We'll say goodbye to Daniel. He's He's hiding. The bike's a little bit too loud for him. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Check in for my next video coming up shortly.